welcome back to another thrilling episode of Mighty Fish Podcast. I am Ryan.
I am Josh.
How are you doing today, Internet? And you, Josh.
I'm alright.
All right.
Had to watch this fucking movie, though.
Let's get into it, then. Fake enthusiasm. So yeah, we're going to talk about... welcome back. It's the week of like fucking May 20th or something. So, actually, that's exactly what day it is. But...
Oh, shit. Oh, that street's open. I'm going to take it.
It is. Actually, tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to come here for no reason, and then I'm going to leave immediately.
That's fine. You just come over, like, lock your horde, fuck, take off. So,
well, got here in a minute!
I'll just time you with a stopwatch.
I was going to say, I'm going to text you and be like, take me out. I'm leaving now. Oh, it'll be so exciting, Ryan.
So, yes, it is May 20th. And we just got, well, we didn't just get back, but earlier today we saw the movie Alien Covenant, the sequel to Prometheus, but also the prequel to the next sequel to Prometheus.
And the prequel to Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's it.
And that's it, because Ridley Scott made fun of Neil Blomkamp to the point to where they canceled Alien 5.
And now I'm actually pissed about that, because that could only be better than what this was.
I think so as well. But, okay.
Because, but we have mentioned several times that we hated Prometheus.
Yes. It's a pile of crap. We mentioned
terrible.
That I'm holding... I have basically a card I'm hanging on to pull on you that you have to go see a piece of crap because you made me see Prometheus.
Yeah, because I made you see Prometheus. And I was so pumped for this. On this one, I was a little bit leery, and I was correct.
It was just curiosity, to be honest.
It is much better. The longer I've thought about it, the more I've thought about it, and
it has characters.
Much better than Prometheus. Prometheus.
Yeah.
It has a cohesive plot.
Yes.
Nobody does anything stupid to drive the plot forward. For the most part, two guys do pretty stupid shit. I think
out of all the characters, there is only one or two guys who do something really dumb. Everything else is pretty like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's predictable, but...
Well, and you have a lot of the classic horror tropes going on that are infuriating. They're just like, well, we're kind of safe now. I'm going to go off on my own.
Yeah.
Bye.
We're resting. I'm going to go wander around by myself.
I'm going to go wander around in the shadows alone. Yeah. Bye. Mm. We have no real guarantee of safety. But I'm by myself.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, like... I wasn't upset while I was watching it. Like, it wasn't Assassin's Creed where you're messing with the armchairs and I'm trying to listen.
No, it actually held my interest for most of the movie.
Yeah, but not only that, what's weird about this movie, you said it was a cohesive plot that actually made sense. And if you were to watch Prometheus and this back to back, obviously when you watch Prometheus, you'd still have no idea what was going on. But if you immediately watch this movie afterwards, it actually does make Prometheus make a little bit
more sense. Yeah,
the characters acting dumb and the lack of character and the lack of, why they would all agree to go on a mission. They don't know what they're doing and they are not like a cohesive crew. These people felt like a crew. Yeah,
they knew they had a goal and they were there to do what they were going to do. And they went to this planet for a good reason.
Yes.
Like Billy Crudup, I don't remember, Oren or something like that was his name as the captain? I can't remember. The captain. So. Yeah, he makes the choice to go to this planet because it's closer.
Yeah.
And it has a better viability than the planet that they're gonna go to. Like, this one is a week away, and that one is 10 years away.
At the same time, their logic for that was like, we don't want to go back in the pods. And I was thinking that was going to be like, going in the pods kind of sucks. But they show the going into the pod later in the movie, and it's like 5 seconds, and then the person's asleep.
Yeah.
I'm guessing waking up from the pod
I think waking up sucks, yeah.
Because they're throwing up.
Well, I chalked that up to it being an emergency to wake up, so they had to wake them up fast.
Yeah. No, but they did it in Prometheus too.
Oh, they did. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Well, and they even did it in Aliens. When they wake up, they feel like crap.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I guess that's just kind of a nitpick, but the problem with this movie is not that it's bad; it's that it's so mediocre and blah. It's just like it's just a passable movie. Like if
I thought about what you said after we left, because you said that it feels like they're making fun of the complaints.
They made it
and
kind of
I
dumb.
100% agree with you that they were making fun of the audience for because not only are they making fun of the audience, but they're kind of talking down to everybody. They don't think that we're smart enough to have liked Prometheus. So in this one, everything is over-explained.
Yeah.
And
everything is an alien that's trying to attack them.
Exactly.
Everything is anything that happens, it immediately turns into some form of face hugger or xenomorph that tries to kill them.
Yes. Everything does that. It's and like I don't know, when the movie started, I was really on board. I think the first half of the movie is really cool. I like the whole idea of them going out into the universe and being struggling colonists, pioneers. Yeah, essentially, just like coming across this great nation in a covered wagon.
Yes.
I liked that idea, and I would have almost liked if they hadn't done anything with the aliens and maybe made it more of just a survivability kind of thing, like they were trying to survive, like in that part where the guy gets sick. Mm-hmm. Maybe he just got sick and died, and they had to figure out how to, develop an antidote or something like that. Like
I was hoping as well.
The way that it became the alien didn't make sense to me.
No, they just decided to later be like, oh, it's just that initial thing that turned the blue guy at the beginning of Prometheus, and that scene nobody knew what it was. Yeah. That has now just transformed into a virus that takes over hosts and turns into aliens.
Well, because that's what they were doing with Prometheus, but it did so many different things to so many different people.
One became a space zombie. Then she had an alien.
She had a squid baby,
and then the alien baby ate one of the creator guys, and then there was kind of an alien.
Yeah.
And I'm just
which didn't even look like the alien in this one.
They explain that away by being like, well, it starts off.
Well, it's evolved, and then it's changed, and then I've done some adaptation.
And now I've engineered it because I'm a. By the way, spoilers.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender plays two characters.
Yeah. One's a piece of shit,
and one of them is a returning.
One is actually really good.
Super cool.
Yeah, I really like Walter a lot. Mm-hmm. They should just.
I might, if they make another one, I might just see it because I think Walter is going to come back.
That would be cool. Because God, could you? No, man, no.
They go back.
No, it's just and that was the thing that I liked about Aliens, because in Alien, and this is the thing, like all these movies follow the same formula. We've got the girl with the short black hair who's gonna fucking save the day or whatever. And in this one, they just blatantly go, this is not Ripley.
Yeah.
And they just give you not Ripley for the whole movie. And they go out of their way. Like, she's running around in her Aliens outfit. Ripley's Aliens outfit. And I was just like, this is stupid. But it's just like, well, remember, like, the android and her, like, went heads up in the first movie. So in every other movie since, aside from maybe Alien Resurrection and Aliens, there's an android she's got to go up against.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and that's what I liked about Aliens was Lance Henriksen's character Bishop doesn't go crazy. And that was what I was kind of like, I was liking about Walter. I was like, oh no, Walter's actually useful. Walter's actually normal. He's not going to be a piece of shit.
Yep.
Yeah. And then they bring David back.
Yeah, and then David.
At this point, I think they should just call the movies David from now on.
Yeah, psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just an android that went buck nutty, and it's just like, I mean, like we said, spoilers, but
he's like fucking. He's like if they went rated R with like Ultron.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, and I'll give him that. Like, he's the Ultron that I wanted. Or something like that. It's funny too because like I was sitting there and I was like, dude, this is funny because he's like Ultron mixed with the High Evolutionary.
Yeah, especially because it was that beginning scene with Guy Pearce where it was like he's like, well, you created me and blah, blah, blah. And then Guy Pearce...
Oh, yeah.
Then he told him, like, hey, you're going to die. And then Guy Pearce is like, serve my tea, bitch.
Yeah, I know. Bring me my tea, bitch.
Yeah, I was like, damn, son.
Well, and this movie, once again, is answering the questions that no one ever asked.
Yeah.
The only thing people were like, oh, who are these engineers? Who is that big giant thing? Because, when they go in Alien, they find the engineer in the cockpit, and it's like, whoa, that's crazy. There's another alien race out there. Are those going to be the aliens? No, that's the xenomorph guys.
Yeah.
And it's funny, too, because I was thinking about this while I was at work. When they introduced the term xenomorph in Aliens, they're talking about... It's like an offhanded thing. They say, is this going to be a straight up fight, or is this going to be another bug hunt? Mm-hmm. And he says, oh, the xenomorph may be involved. But then when they get to the planet and they're encountering what we now know as the xenomorph, they don't know what the fuck it is. They keep calling it these things, and so they don't know that that's the xenomorph. So I always wondered, were they talking about the xenomorph, or were they just throwing out a certain alien name of another race?
Yeah.
And then we just applied xenomorph as fans to the creatures.
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't seen Alien or Aliens. So.
No, that's true. You don't know. Yeah.
But a weird thing about because, like you said, they're answering questions that nobody asked, I guess.
And they love hammering that huge message in.
Yeah, but at the same time, some of that was the most interesting parts before it was just like, here's Alien.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's like, okay, so David is engineering some of these things. But remember on the planet they landed on in Prometheus?
Yeah.
They had a shrine of what the xenomorph...
Oh, the xenomorph looked like. Yeah, so they had already created the xenomorph.
Did it really evolve with David's engineering, or what? So there's still things that don't make any sense.
And then like I was telling you after we saw the movie, they landed on LV-426 in Alien and Aliens. And then in Prometheus, they land on a neighboring planet within the same system. So, and then this one's on a totally different planet. So does he take the colony ship and then crash it on LV-426 and then they take over that planet? Because that doesn't make any sense, because in Alien they find the engineer's ship and it's the engineer guy's got the hole in his chest where the thing was. And then they find all these eggs within the ship. So I don't know, is it another ship in the same system? And in that case, wouldn't it make more sense that their home planet was within that system or something?
And David's motivation seems to be he's out for revenge. He wants to do what the engineers were going to do, but he's not going back to Earth with
Did you notice he was dressed relatively similar to the engineers in this movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's wearing a gray jumpsuit, not wearing any shoes and shit like that.
Yeah. So I'm like, first you were against it, but now... because you killed them all. Mm-hmm. But now you're like, I'm going to make this crazy alien race. And they're going to wipe out everybody. But then you just crash on one planet. And that's where they live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, overall, it's got some sci-fi shit in it. It's pretty ridiculous.
I think we should talk about Danny McBride.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was a realist.
Killed it.
Yeah,
I thought he was great.
He was the realist character, I felt like.
I enjoyed him the most.
He was
out of the
serious.
Humans. He puts forth an earnest effort without looking like he's trying.
Yeah.
I kind of think it spoke to his ability as an actor, because a lot of these guys come from doing so much bullshit comedy, and then they go do something more serious, and it's just you can't be serious.
It's not. And not only that, it's not. Because John C. Reilly is capable of being serious. But he's not like a John C. Reilly in Kong character. He's not there to be funny.
Yeah, no, he
is just the pilot.
Yeah, he's just the pilot, and he is funny, but he's not wackadoo. He's not a comedic character. But it's the
funny guy at work. It's the funny guy at work funny.
He's the laid-back, cool guy. He's kind of the heart of the crew, because he was the one that was really concerned about... the original captain and being
Yeah.
like, we have to do something for him. And then
James Franco.
yeah, by the way, James Franco shows up. I was like, did James Franco get him the job, or did he get James Franco the job? I don't know. It was just so weird to see the two of them in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he's the one who's just like, no, we have to do something for the captain. And they're like, no, we can't do that. And then he's the one pouring everybody's bourbon shots.
Yeah. And then he's the one like fucking trying.
This is a nitpick I have with a lot of movies. Mm-hmm. I drink bourbon and I drink whiskey and stuff like that, and I still get bourbon whiskey face.
Yeah.
When I drink it, no one ever gets bourbon whiskey face when they're drinking it straight up.
And I don't know if it's because they're hard asses or it's because they're drinking iced tea.
Yeah, yeah. No, they just always just. Ooh. Yeah, they don't even go ooh, eh. Like I'll do it and I'm like, you make that oof face or something. I've had good whiskey where you don't do it so much, but like it's always like Jack Daniels they're drinking, and they're never just like ooh.
It's Tennessee fucking bourbon.
Yeah, it's Tennessee bourbon, and they're just like
they're not like ooh Johnny Walker Blue.
Yeah.
Scotch, fucking. Anyway.
Yeah, that was a nitpick.
We'd rather talk about whiskey than this movie because, like I said, it's just. So okay.
Yeah, it's so middle of the road, and like I'm sorry we spoiled it for people.
Yeah.
But,
okay, here's the thing. Once the main meat of the drama, the conflict starts happening, if you've seen the trailer, you're done.
Oh yeah.
Because you see the full Xenomorph fucking doing his thing, trying to get in the cockpit.
Yeah, the evolution of the Xenomorph does not matter.
No.
And like I was telling you, this goes against the original plot of the Alien, because in Alien, yes, it killed people and stuff like that, but for the most part, its sole function was to create and to breed its colony and stuff like that, and essentially evolve into a queen.
Yeah.
And that's the science behind the Xenomorph and whatnot, because like in the theatrical edition, you see a bit of this. And then in the director's cut, you find out that a couple of the crew have been cocooned.
Oh, okay.
And are going to be impregnated at whenever this thing evolves into the queen and can create eggs and stuff like that. In this movie, it just exists to kill, and that doesn't make any sense, because how are you going to propagate your species if all you're doing is murdering you're just essentially one creature killing everything? That doesn't make any sense.
I will say that the face hugger is the one that actually makes...
Well, and that's what comes from the queen's eggs. The queen lays eggs with face huggers in it. The face hugger implants its eggs and then creates its
well, at this point in time, it seems like David is making the eggs.
Yeah, apparently he just pukes them out.
Yeah.
God, that was really gross.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That's the last scene of the movie.
Yeah. And then like another complaint I have too is too much. You show too much in this movie. It's supposed to be scary, but it's coming all the time. You see the alien all over the place. You see the creature, the Xenomorph, all over the place. That loses all sense of suspense and all sense of dread. You see the monster and you're like, oh, like they know where it is all the time.
Yeah. There was I was going to say there was a couple of well-shot sequences when they find after the captain dies.
Yeah.
When they're looking for him, that one was good.
Which, by the way, you're a fucking moron, dude. He just walks down there with him.
Yeah, no, that's the only
he's a
blatantly dumb thing.
And the guy's like, the egg opens, and he's just like, oh, go ahead, look in it.
Yeah.
It's fine. And he goes, oh, okay.
Yeah, especially after I thought he was a badass.
Yeah.
Which it was the biggest jump scare of the movie.
That was cool as shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because she just blows that thing away.
He's sitting there and then just fucking starts shooting. You're like, and he fucking blows the alien away.
And then he's going to...
And David's like fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And then he goes, okay, follow me.
Yeah, and he's just like, well, he delivers this badass line where he's like, I've already seen the devil. Mm-hmm. You're going to tell me what's up. And he's like, He's like, oh, okay, follow me. And then immediately just goes, oh, all right, drops his gun and just walks with him.
Yeah.
You know, sure, I'll walk with you down into this shadowy basement.
Honestly, he's an android that everybody thinks is dead. He is clearly insane. I would have just blown him away.
Yeah.
But, it's a horror movie.
Yeah, well, and then, like, all the reveals that they have to reveal to you multiple times.
Yeah.
There's 2 big reveals.
Yes.
And you find them out, like, 4 times. Oh, you did this. Yep. You did this. Yep.
Yep.
You did this. Yes. And, like, me as the viewer, I'm just going like, yeah, we already fucking know.
Yeah, the only reason a character finds something out is for the audience to find it out as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it that other characters...
stumble upon this knowledge.
Are stumbling upon it, but it's like, okay, guys. But, yeah, but at least there was nothing as dumb as fucking father and Prometheus.
Oh my God,
no way.
There was no character at all like her
Yeah.
in this movie, and I loved that because, dude, like you were saying, they feel like a crew. They're all a unit. They're a team.
Yeah.
And I like that. They all have a goal, and all of them are there for a reason. Mm-hmm. And they all know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They all know what they're doing.
Dumb.
Nobody does anything so stupid.
And that was the thing. Even though it's somewhat superficial, because basically it's like you understand they have a past that you don't know, because like there's an initial conflict and drama right up front, and you see how they're all reacting to it. And how,
and they handle that situation so great.
Yeah, and then they talk about past events, and you get that they know each other. So
they've been out here for a while.
They don't do a whole lot of building on that, but that's enough because like their chemistry was good enough. Whereas in Prometheus, it was written that they all didn't know each other, and they all agreed to go on this, and they're having a briefing while they're already 10 years into a mission.
And then when you get to the mission, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Everyone's an idiot.
Yeah, it was so dumb. And it's so dumb, it's not like, oh, what a mistake or what a poorly executed. It was literally written to be that way.
Yeah.
It's like, how dumb are they?
Exactly.
You need to care about these people.
Exactly.
And to you and to all the characters, they're all just, there was one couple.
Yeah.
And this one, they were all buddies or had wives or whatever.
Oh, yeah, well, and I like that it's a very family-based unit.
Also, trigger warning, 2 of those dudes were gay,
yes,
right?
the security chief and then I think his second were a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he gets really sad and he feels his ring and it's just like, you have to go, we have to go.
Yeah, we have to
so
go.
they're a married couple,
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of a little neat one.
Yeah, it was fine, yeah. I was just wondering if I was mistaking...
Yeah, no, they are. And in the trailer, a scene that's not in this movie is where, not Ripley... is, like, oh, we're one of the first colonization missions and we're all couples, and it was very expository, and I'm glad they didn't put it in the movie because it was ridiculous. But no, and you see shots of all the family units and stuff, like you see Tennessee and his wife, and you see the 2 couples that are up on the ship with the couple that's up there with Tennessee. Yes. They're married. Not Ripley's married to James Franco. And
it's weird that we're talking about James Franco.
James Franco in an alien movie. Jesus Christ. And then there's a lot of pairs, and I think that had to do with starting a colony.
Yeah, of course.
And it made a lot of sense.
Even though, there was 2,000 other ones and a bunch of kids, but...
Yeah.
Sorry, embryos.
Yeah. Oh, God, and how gross was that scene
weird.
when he picks up the failed...
He picks up the one that was gross, and he's just like, done.
And he just throws it in a garbage can, and I'm just like, gross, man. But
all that shit was very interesting.
No, but and back to what you're saying, the crew makes sense. There's a line of succession.
Okay.
That's established between and everybody knows what they're doing. There's a security force on this team. There's guys there with military training, and I'm assuming everyone had some form of combat training because everybody gets a gun, when they land on the ship. There are people who really know what they're doing.
I was gonna say, even the lady who was freaking out, she wasn't that good, but she was able to hit the fucking thing.
Oh yeah, dude! Shot that thing right in the face.
She, fucked it, blew everything up. But
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that scene. I think
that scene was intense. I liked that scene,
and I don't know who she is, but she was great. She felt
panic. That panic
was
felt
so real. And
then
in talking more about
the woman in the quarantine.
Yes,
her panic felt genuine, dude. She's trying to stab the thing and she's like, "You have to let me the fuck out," you know.
And Danny McBride's reaction to how fucking panicked she was. And
no, because that's his wife.
Scenes.
That was his wife, and he reacted so genuine. Everybody does a good job in this movie.
That scene, him fucking taking command up with the other two about what they should do on their end, and the scene when he finds out about his wife, he killed it. So
dude, no, Danny McBride is the best part of this movie
for sure.
And it's so funny because he was the one I was iffy on just because of his past.
Yeah,
this isn't John C. Reilly coming from a dramatic background, like you were saying, and then doing comedy very well as well. This is, or Bryan Cranston coming from comedy.
This is kind of
drama.
like a established shtick kind of guy.
Yeah, and dude, no, killed it, absolutely killed it. And I even enjoyed Billy Crudup. I can't say his last name, but I enjoyed his character. I liked watching him evolve into the captain.
Yes,
and then falling apart.
Yeah.
I loved that. He was really good. The only complaint I really have with his character is the bonehead move that he makes, and then which is just bullshit plot.
Yeah.
And then like they really love hammering home that person of faith, and nobody respects me because of all these scientists and their knowledge. Yeah. You know, and it's like, come on, man, can we drop this? You tried that already, and it didn't really take.
Yeah.
I did like that one part though, where she told him that they need his faith right now.
Yeah,
and I thought that was pretty cool. But like, I don't know, it just kind of annoys me this whole conflict that exists that I think is fabricated.
I think right when like I enjoyed watching Fassbender do his two character thing. It was really creepy and really weird.
When he first meets David, and David calls him brother, and then they go off to talk with each other, and he's teaching him how to do the recorder.
The recorder, yeah.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, all of that, like, it drug a little bit for me.
Yeah.
But it basically...
Well, it's a little on the nose, you know, Hal talking to Hal kind of thing.
Exactly. And then there were some good parts sprinkled in there, and then when it got into what I think a lot of people are gonna say, like, it really kicked into gear, which is what I was like... All right, so they're just going to fight this alien 3 times.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be over with the fucking most obvious plot points ever.
Dude, that was the thing that drove me nuts. I was like, okay, no, I know what's going on.
It soured the movie.
Everybody knows what's going on. Can we get to the point? And then when it finally happens, you're like, you didn't fucking think of this before? Like, now is not the opportune time to, like, question who he is.
No, not at all.
I was like, you deserve
the whole time
this.
I was like, oh man, yeah.
God, dude, it's funny because I'm talking about the other bonehead moves. I'd completely forgotten about that one until we started talking about it right now.
And what's funny is the David thing, I was just like, oh, sure, that'll be the reveal at the end of the movie. What I'm worried about right now is why they're bringing this guy on the fucking ship when he had the face hugger on his face.
Oh,
that dude's gonna fucking
have
shit
God,
bust
you're talking
out
about
his chest.
that one.
Yeah, I'm just like, don't bring him back. He's done.
Yeah, he's done. He's out of it. That's it. You should have killed him.
The whole David fucking playing it off like he was Walter. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, it cut away when they were both were going to make their move.
Yeah. They telegraphed that.
Yeah.
Huge. And it was just like, oh, yeah, he's fucking cut his hand off.
Yeah, which I don't know how he tidied his hair and shit, but whatever.
I know. How did he get his hair so clean? Because he didn't. When he cut his hair, he didn't cut it as short as David.
No, it was,
Walter's.
And it was sticking out places, and it wasn't.
And it wasn't combed. It was all ruffled up and stuff. And he still had.
So, and then I thought that he had put the cap on.
Yeah.
But then he didn't have the cap on.
No.
So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But that was just you saw it a mile away, so fuck it, I guess.
Yeah, it just bothered me because she waits till he's putting her to sleep.
Yeah.
To be like, oh. I'm gonna test his knowledge.
But yeah, they have a fight with the alien, and I'm like, okay, this is like a climax, then we're gonna get the bit with David. But then I was like, wait a minute, that guy's gonna have a chest buster.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? We need to have another fight?
Well, because
just to make it more aliens?
Because, exactly. I was just gonna say, because we hadn't had the creature loose on the ship. And we didn't have the battle in the cargo bay. And this whole movie was just, they were out, their lines, and you haven't seen the movie.
No.
So you don't know, but there are lines straight out lifted right from Aliens and Alien, dude, in the movie. And I was just like, oh, God. You know, there's one point where he's just like, you never done a deep space drop before? And I'm like, oh, God. Oh, yeah, it's 37. Simulated. I was waiting for that. And she just goes, fuck off.
Fuck off. This movie... I'll give it this. As we're talking about parts of it, I'm like, I enjoyed a lot of it. It's that last bit really did kind of spoil the whole thing.
Yeah.
But
the first half is great.
This has made me very curious to watch Alien and Aliens because...
That's what you said.
When I watched Prometheus, I was like, I don't like the universe. I don't like how the ships run and how the crews work. And then all of a sudden I was like...
Because it just seems like everybody just shows up on the ship as like, I have this job
on the
now.
ship, and then they're just like, I just do my job. I don't fucking give a shit. And I'm like, oh, wait, no. If this is what it's going to be like... But better,
for me with Prometheus, it just felt like I just show up on the ship and I do this job now. Do you know how to do it? No.
Nah.
With this one, no, this one is very, very, very much, it's tighter.
Yeah.
And it is more of the, like I said, the Covenant is the same class of tug that the Nostromo was.
Yeah.
So it feels a little bit more familiar. And that's both to its benefit and to its detriment.
When they do it as just as a universe thing, but then when they go into like, oh, now we got to make it like Aliens.
There's too many tropes throughout this movie that just kind of don't really work because it's like, yeah, you did this before. Yeah, you did this before. You did that before. No, everybody does that in a horror movie now. And that's why I was saying where it would have been nice if they had maybe parted away from the Alien formula. Yeah. But then I don't think you could have called it Alien. So I don't know, dude. These don't feel like Alien movies very much anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're so busy doing this whole we're looking for our creator thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and the philosophy behind, I guess, David's motivations are weird because they don't... And I get he's a crazy person, but they're not vibing with me.
No. He just has a god complex.
Yeah.
Which like, he had in Prometheus.
He killed all those aliens, and I just kind of wondered why. Like, I got it in the prologue, but then you find out that he just killed her anyways and just used her as a thing to evolve his bullshit.
Yeah, no, I thought he was out for revenge.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, so basically he's just all organic life has to suffer for what has been put upon me. But then I'm like, but then he's creating organic life to do it. So, I don't know. And then one part that like I was trying not to laugh is when the xenomorph finally appears after, and this is the other thing, when a face hugger latches onto somebody's face, it takes a while.
Yeah.
It doesn't just, oh, I'm on your face, now you have an egg in you.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was thinking about the dude, but I just was like, when they were going, I was like, they have to do it on the ship because I think I saw something about
that. Yeah, because Jonathan Hurt, when he gets the hugger on his face, it takes like a full day and night for gestation to happen.
So it makes more sense with the guy they took up, but with the captain, it was just like, hey, wake up.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're fucked.
Yeah. By the way, I put a thing in you. Yeah, that day it just happened, and then like when the baby comes out, it's like more like a snake baby in the snake in the other one. Like in Spaceballs, when he gets the blue light special.
Yes.
That's the xenomorph. It pops out. It's like it doesn't have any real legs. It's just a fucking snake. In this, it's just like they took a xenomorph toy and dude, the CGI in this is awful.
Some of it was bad. Like I said, the scene in the lander was really good.
Yeah, but no, it's when it pops out and David does "How big is Xeno?" and then the xenomorph is like so big.
Oh yeah, that was fucking weird.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I forgot about that. That shit was fucking dumb.
It's just, I don't know, just a lot of that part was just, the whole reveal
Yeah.
is really bad. I love how not Ripley becomes that's just her name now.
Yeah.
She just becomes like angry, like beleaguered mom at one point. Where the fuck is Walter?
Yeah, she's just like annoyed. She's like, we're really doing this again?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm with you, Daniels.
Yeah, no. Oh, God, that was her name. All right. Daniels.
I don't know why I remembered it. I thought she was, I don't know, I thought she was alright.
I liked her. I just don't like how they push Ripley so hard on her character. Why could she not be her own character? Like, they cut her hair to be similar. Yeah. She's dressing like Ripley.
Nobody in their right mind would have that haircut, by the way.
No.
She looked fucking terrible.
Oh, why did they put... Is that a wig?
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's a
wig.
It looks dumb. Yeah. She's got this weird Dutch boy.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird. Because it's like
for the well, because like a lot of the people in this movie look like they're supposed to look like characters from the. It's like with Rogue One.
Okay, yeah.
Like they've got the '70s mustaches, and like it's the same thing with this. They've got like, '80s and '70s like looks about them.
Because the style in that universe in that time period was basically established by the style of the time when the movie was filmed.
Which is a thing I'll say about Prometheus. They didn't go with that for Prometheus. Like, everybody looked hip and cool.
Yeah. And technology...
Like, the guy had the mohawk.
Yeah.
And looked ridiculous.
So, yeah, I mean, fuck, whatever. I went and saw it. It was nice. It was a good theater experience. Everybody was really cool. So... I was thinking about it. There was the lady who was shrieking.
The lady and her boyfriend or something that were shrieking and laughing. Yeah. And it was creeping me out.
I think what was happening was it was a shriek followed by a laugh, like where you get scared and then you laugh because you're like,
okay. Because it happened a couple times and I was just like, would you stop doing that? You're freaking me out more than what's going on.
Yeah, because I kept thinking that I was hearing a weird noise or something.
Yeah, no, because they were like up behind you in the corner. Yeah, dude, I was just like, stop doing that. You're freaking me out.
But,
it was alright.
Yeah, so it was fine. That's going to be probably the theme for a little while here.
Yeah, it was acceptable.
Yeah. I mean, I probably won't get to see another one, but...
No, I don't think I will either. I'll just stick with the originals.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame about Blomkamp's movie because I liked the idea. Especially since Ridley just ridiculed him into not making it. But like when it got announced that he was going to make a sequel to Aliens and everything was going to be, out the window, and Prometheus had just come out. And I was like, what? So I was confused that I was like, are we really doing the Back to the Future 2 alternate timeline kind of things? Like that's just, I don't know if I agree with that, man. I don't like it when this guy's this guy, but this guy's also this guy. I don't like that shit. That's one of the reasons I don't like the Justice League movie. You got two different Flashes.
Yeah.
But, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, but then you stopped hearing about it. Then all of a sudden there was concept designs, and they all looked super cool. And then they were like, oh, yeah, well, we're pushing it back to see how Alien Covenant does. And as soon as they said that, I was like, it's never coming out.
That shit ain't happening.
Yeah, and then it just, you told me it was announced. It was like, nope, it's never coming out. And then, I looked it up myself, and I was like, yep, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I was really interested because I wanted to see more with the Colonial Marines and stuff. I really like the Colonial Marines. But, yeah, dude, and just that one piece they did of Hicks with his face all fucked up from where the alien got blown up in front of him. I was really looking forward to that.
Well, we got Alien Covenant.
Yeah, we got Alien Covenant.
So, yeah, overall, I
mean and the reviews are in, and they're all middling.
Yeah.
Nobody's really trashing it or really loving it. It's kind of in the middle of the road for everybody. A lot of it's better than Prometheus going around.
Yeah, if you think you want to see it, go see it. If you're like, I don't know, Prometheus kind of sucked, I think I'm done with it. It's not going to add a lot.
No.
You'll just be like, well, that was better.
Yeah.
I guess it was a mulligan.
You get to find out what happened with David.
Yeah. If you were into that.
No.
So, yeah. Alien Covenant, everybody. It's at your local theater store.
Alien Covenant. We give it a...
We give it a...
Jesus.
If it's hot outside or something.
Yeah, if it's hot outside and
if you want a jump scare or two.
Yeah, jump scare or two. There's a couple jump scares.
There's a few, but they were very well telegraphed, and our movie theater the sound didn't increase. So,
no, they didn't do that. Wah!
Except for the gunshot one that fucking freaked me out.
Yeah,
that was just because it was loud.
Yeah. Well, it was super loud, dude. But I feel like it was a gun. It's supposed to be that loud.
It's bassy. You know what I mean? There was no whee!
Yeah, because it was just pop, 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 pop. And I was just like, yeah, that's how you deal with that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. If it's hot outside.
You got nothing else to do.
Baywatch ain't out yet.
Baywatch. Oh, God, we're going to see that one, aren't we?
The problem is yes, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Am I going to go and pay and sit at a movie theater to watch it? That sounds a little ridiculous to me.
Maybe wait till it's available elsewhere.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Streaming or whatever.
Yeah. No, I'll buy it when it comes out or rent it or whatever.
Yeah.
But especially because we have a movie on the docket for that weekend anyway.
Do we?
So yeah, Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I said it seems like we're gonna be a little for a while here.
They're doing it to me again, man. I'm just like, doesn't look bad.
It does not look bad.
But then, like we were saying the other night, they're building a universe.
Yes.
And if they have one good movie, what is that? That just means that it's a good DC movie. It was a good
one good movie
that's existed before.
Yeah, I was gonna say one good movie that's removed from the current universe as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was thinking about it too the other day, watching the trailer, and I was like, why did they try to do what Marvel did? Why didn't they just go, you know what? Period pieces all around.
Yeah.
And just set Superman in the 30s or 40s, or Batman in the 30s and 40s. Build your own different world. I don't know. I think it would have been more interesting if we saw these characters at a different time period. I don't know. I don't know. It's been going around in my head since First Avenger and even what was I talking to you about? That I kind of thought Ant-Man when they were talking about Pym. And his stuff during the 80s and stuff. I was like, dude, a movie during the Cold War would have been sweet.
Yeah.
Or something like, or wanting a Captain America still in World War II and dealing with some of that stuff that was not handled in one of the montages in First Avenger.
Yeah.
But, no, dude, it's just, I don't know, man. Just, why does everything have to be set now?
Yeah.
Why don't you build a totally different world?
Plus,
and make something unique.
Plus, it would have been different, and they could have all existed in the same world but how do you make that team movie?
How do you make that team movie?
Because that's what they're thinking. Oh. Avengers made $1 billion.
Well, dude, Avengers started. I mean, not Avengers. Justice League started. It was the 60s, I think. So you could have done the same thing with Aquaman and Flash and everything like that, dude. I mean, fuck. Why? You could. You didn't have to bring in Cyborg. Why'd you bring in Cyborg? He's not even a founding member of the goddamn Justice League.
Because he's a cyborg. I think he's dope.
It's because he's black and extra.
Trigger warning again.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's just everybody's got to be represented, and I'm all about getting that representation, and there should be equality and stuff like that. But it's just don't fuck with my origins.
Yeah, wasn't DC's original idea for their black superhero it was a white guy who turned black.
What?
Or something like that.
Oh my god, no, I don't remember. I know that there was Black Lightning.
Yeah. Did you also, I don't know if this is a true story, so call me out if it's wrong, but I read it, about James Cameron's pitch for making Aliens, how it got greenlighted.
No.
He went into the boardroom with them, where he's doing the pitch, and he wrote Alien on the whiteboard, and then he added an S and made it a dollar symbol. That was his pitch.
God, if that's true, that makes him an even bigger tool than I already think he is.
It's
Jesus.
just aliens, money. That's what I read. So, yeah. I mean, we've been working on a show for a while now, which we're going to reboot. But we also that we're going to reboot or actually do. I guess
reboot or actually post.
I was going to say actually do.
Yeah.
So Classic Catch Up is on its way. But on top of that, we have another less structured, more fun show that will probably, to be honest, might be out before even Classic Catch Up.
Yeah.
Depending. And so look forward to that. That'll be on the YouTube. Mighty Fish Productions on YouTube. We also will probably start doing our Twitch streams. Twitch.tv/Mighty Fish Productions. Mm-hmm. Follow us on Twitter. We're going to start posting, behind the scenes looks.
Yeah. Us standing in line going to theaters.
Yeah, scheduling things and when you can expect an episode, etc., etc. at Mighty Fish Pod. And if you're listening to this, you know what we are.
Yep.
Mighty Fish Productions. This is the Mighty Fish Podcast. And shorter episode than usual, not by a lot, but it was
a real quick run, not a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we just wanted to get our thoughts about the old Alien Covenant out there. This is more of a traditional one movie.
Yeah, we don't have Guardians. We had a lot to talk about because there was a lot to say because that's like huge franchise that is ongoing, and I feel like they're trying to make a franchise out of Aliens, and they already had one, and it was perfectly acceptable until Alien vs. Predator started. And no one regards those movies with anything.
Yeah.
So you didn't need to fix Alien.
No. So in the coming weeks, you can expect Wonder Woman.
Baby Driver.
As well as Baby Driver later in June. We might actually get to see Arthur. That'd be cool. I'd like to talk about that still.
I still want to see Arthur.
Yeah.
I also... You're going to hate me.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see The Mummy. It looks like hot garbage. It looks like hot garbage.
If it's going to be
they got the guy from New Girl in it, and I like him.
Okay, there's basically I just don't want it to be a mediocre, like passable movie. If word comes out that it's really, really laughably bad, I'm down. If it turns out that like actually it's a little bit better than everybody thought it was going to be, I'll watch it. But if it's like it's blah, I don't know if I can handle another blah movie.
I know.
Not only am I not interested, but it doesn't make good content for this podcast.
All right, well, if I go and see it, because I might see it regardless.
Okay.
I'll go by myself. I'm giving you a disclaimer on this one. Like you don't need to go.
Okay, I think if you're gonna go see it and Brittany wants to see it, then it'll obviously happen. We might have a short thing on it about the podcast, but that won't be a full episode type of thing. But look forward to The Mummy. Maybe Baywatch, but not really.
Yeah, but Blade Runner. We're gonna see Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. That's in October. But in the coming weeks, it's mostly Wonder Woman, Baby Driver, and I don't know when Kingsman is coming out.
Kingsman 2?
Yeah.
I don't know. Here, let me look it up real quick.
But if there is a week or two gap in the podcast, it will come with a new original show because we'll have time to work on that. So that will be awesome. So if there's not a podcast, more than likely we'll actually have another different piece of content out.
Yes.
So that'll be cool. So no matter what, the next month or so is gonna be fun.
Yes. September 22nd.
September, okay, yeah. So September, October is some of the other ones leading into.
I think we're gonna have that lull that happens.
Yeah, because the summer blockbuster season starts in fucking March now.
Yeah.
So
we might do some stuff about. We still got to catch up on Master of None.
Yeah.
Might do some Netflix.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. If we have plenty to talk about, we'll do a podcast. But other than that, we might focus on, like I said, Classic Catch Up and our other show that just is soon to be announced. So follow us on Twitter at MightyFishPod. I am always Ryan.
I'm still Josh,
and we will catch you in the next one. I don't know. People always say that on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm going to redo it.
Okay.
I am always Ryan.
And I'm still Josh.
Okay, goodbye. Hey, y'all. Us again.
Hey, hi.
So, we have a quick edit to today's podcast.
After a couple beers.
A couple.
A couple. And much deliberation.
You know what? We lied to you. And not only that, we lied to ourselves.
We lied to ourselves, which is the greatest crime, right?
It is. It is. So we just wanted to let you all know. Alien Covenant is the bee's knees.
Yeah, we really liked Alien Covenant.
Actually, it was really good and we liked it a lot.
It's really good. It's so dumb. And we liked it a lot.
It's bad. But we loved it. And we were lying to ourselves and playing cool. I don't know who we're impressing.
We just want you guys to like us.
But the truth has to come out.
It has to come out.
We like Alien Covenant. It's great. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for tuning in.